Welcome to A Pint, Two Shots. It's a podcast. It's a football podcast. We're one man down. It's a pint and a shot today. Bob's away on his holidays. So I'm just here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Christo.
What up?
Looking good, brother.
Thanks, I'm feeling good, baby.
Did I get you that tap? Was that a hand-me-down?
No, this is...
I bought you that?
No, you gave me a red one.
Oh, so did.
Aye, which was the strangest shaped t-shirt that I've ever put on in my life.
I know. I can't believe I now even sent it back or not to the catalogue.
I know.
When I got it.
I know, the catalogue would have been like, oof, that guy's get more money and sense.
I like that when you... But
what's happening anyway?
Right, you said
He's been going on in your life.
So, Gregco and Grantco have put down a wee thing. APAT's schedule, general chit-chat about the weekend and what you've been up to. You know the drill. What you've been up to at the weekend, too?
Drilling.
Who? Sammy?
No, I think mate, honestly, I was going to be starting my YouTube channel this weekend, but I got a fucking leak in my hallway.
Right.
So had to wait on the guy coming out to fix it. Well, I'm saying the guy, it was my wee cousin. He came and fixed it. And then he fitted a wee radiator in the back as well. So it's, see the back of my gaff, it didn't have a radiator since we got it done up, right? And it's like getting into a fucking ice box. See, now that the weather's changed, it's like getting into an ice box. So,
and you're obviously that would be playing.
It's bad for my ankles.
Your ankles, mate. Your ankles must be in tatters, mate. Did you miss that last week, Greg? He said that Nicole Winter brings in his.
It does. It gives me bad ankles. I can't be the only person that happens to.
No, but you do get like because
I think it's folk if they've had an injury.
Also, Perry the now always gets a wee rash. Like, see when like the change of the seasons and stuff. Like, I think that could be quite common. So it is.
I don't think that's the same, but all right.
Well, but I think that does happen. Seasonal illnesses. You've got a seasonal illness in your ankles.
Ankleness.
I do agree with the coldness. I had a knee operation, and in the cold I can sometimes feel it.
See,
there's nothing worse than getting into your house and it's freezing.
Do you know it's mate?
But then it's also.
There's no happy medium in my house. But
no, you're right, because sometimes what I'll end up doing is I'll turn the heating on and then I've got the thickest goonie ever, right? I mean, it's quite like what would you say? It's just a big thick goonie.
A big fluffy
toweling one. Aye, and then as soon as the heating kind of turns up, then you're melting, sweating hot.
It's the one thing, I know we've been talking about hoodies and you say that you hate it like that, right? But I don't know if Greg, do you get this when you're roasting?
Greg's got a new day.
Aye, Greg's got one.
Were you here, Greg? Because we've not spoke about with you.
No, but no, because it was Greg's on, but I obviously edited it. But no, I'm not.
No chance, man.
Greg, see when you're wearing your hoodie and it gets roasting, does your neck sweat like fuck? It's like, I know, it's fucking mental.
The fact that you're just saying you need to wash it quite a lot, why are you not washing it every time you wear it?
Do you wash your gunny every time you wear it?
No, that's a good shout.
Aye, so why don't you shut up?
No, you're right. No, you're right. That is probably the most hygienic bit of clothing I've probably got is my gunny when I think about it.
The most unhygienic you mean?
Aye, unhygienic.
I was going to say, what the fuck next year the rest of your place?
I know.
Oh man, but no, it's aye. So that's how my weekend went basically. This is a Monday that we're recording on. Can we just?
I don't get why you just couldn't have still waited till you'd been in then.
Because
this seems like you're procrastinating.
I think I'm, and do you know something? You're right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this week.
I think it would be brilliant. Tell me some of your ideas. What you're basically you're going to.
No, I'm not telling anybody any ideas.
You're not?
They need to log on and find out the ideas for themselves.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if I tell them, they might be like, that sounds shite, but if I don't tell them, they'll watch it and then they'll go, that was shite.
I bet if you tell them just now, they'll be wanting it.
No, they'll be wanting it because I'm not telling them now.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? What is it they say? Oh no, it's not that Disney fit. I was going to say absence makes a heart grow fonder.
I know what you mean, but...
Aye, but what about yourself? What were you up to? Doing a bit of jigging?
I went to a dancing competition, come home last night, and then
How did you go on?
I came third. And then, no, tell you what I did, mate, but a lovely, beautiful Gordon Ramsay cottage pie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was honestly...
What did you make it from? His recipe?
See that? The YouTube videos he does it that fast. You need to watch it in fucking 0.5 because onions, garlic, sweat the meat,
the shots.
Done. Okay, but it was like years. Remember the F word?
Aye, fuck.
Remember but that was the name of his program years ago. But look at this, look, right at then, look. There's my cottage pie there. Look at that. Do you think that looks good? Oh, don't tell me you don't like onions or peas.
Mate, I love cottage pie.
Do you?
No, I don't like shepherd's pie.
Well, that's lamb, innit? I'm not too keen on lamb.
Do you know how you know the difference? Because shepherds herd the sheep. That's somebody told me that's how it is. I didn't realise that. I never knew which one was which until somebody told me the shepherds herd the sheep and lamb's what's in a cottage pie. Shepherd's pie.
It's the weather for cottage pie, then, isn't it? Cottage pie, minced tatties, handmade soup.
Oh, by the way, I seen a picture, somebody had posted it online, right? Of somebody's cottage pie that they had made. Mate,
was it one of the Rate My Dish things?
Aye, yeah, I think it was one of them. And do you know something? It looked like a plate of sick.
Aye, I love it. See some of the pictures that folks send in and all that, and it's like they boil their chicken on it, and it looks peely wally.
Did you see the one, the Christmas dinner? And it was a bit of turkey.
Like Bernard Matthews,
mate,
turkey
they had
slices.
pasta mate, and all that.
But some folk are delighted with some of the stuff that they put up there.
I know. He made me my breakfast. I'm a lucky guy. A lucky girl and all that. And it's fucking microwave sausages.
You want to get to your dog?
No, definitely no. Oh man, but
I wonder what Bob's getting up to then down the centre parts. It's a place I've never been.
Aye, they can't cancel his Britain now, can't they? No?
Nah, he's already there, isn't he?
Nah, he's away peddling like fuck.
When I think of centre parks, I think to...
I just think he bikes, mate.
Well, I don't know, is it like a kind of UK Disney World, innit?
I've never been to centre parks, but I'll tell you something now.
They say it's expensive, but it's really, really good.
That's
for the
what I was going to
bowling
say.
alleys and all that.
That's what I was going to say there. It's fucking... You could get a week's holiday for it.
Aye, for what you end up paying for.
I know it is a week's holiday, but you know what I mean? A week's holiday in the sunshine.
Aye. It reminds me of that tap. Remember Rangers will centre parks for a night in Europe?
That's right. It was on the red jersey, wasn't it?
Aye, remember that? I think that's the one that they kind of really kind of hard to find. Rangers taps.
It was because they were playing in a country that wasn't allowed to...
McEwen's Lager.
Aye, do advertise booze. I wonder if Centre Parks is owned by McEwen's or something then, or if that was just a one-off.
It's a weird one. It was maybe like their hospitality sponsor. Now they do that. We are the official hospitality sponsor. We are the official
they actually
chicken
done it.
sponsors.
They done it twice because there it's on the Adidas top and there it's on the Nike top
one. So it was on that red one, but I was right.
That's what I think about. I think about the red one right away.
They've done it. Well, looks like 3 times to be honest.
That Rangers jersey. That looks like a Holland top. See, like the collar and all that. Remember the Holland 1998 jersey? Aye. So that's when that would have been about 98. So that would have been the template for it. It was fucking. I only ever went to Butlins.
Butlins.
Aye.
I used to love that as a win.
Twice I went to Butlins.
The Mexican hat, do you remember that? The Mexican hat and the chalets that you used to stay in. Actually, the very first wrestling show that I ever watched was at Butlins.
Me too.
Aye, and the Power Ranger wrestled. The Red Power Ranger wrestled.
I think I was maybe a wee bit before you then, because I don't think the Power Rangers were a thing, but they sold all the wrestling figures after it.
Aye.
And they had ones that you couldn't get anywhere.
That's mad.
And I got them. I was fucking over the moon.
But it's not the same anymore, but I think in Butlins, because I think they done away with all the chalets and stuff like that. I remember there was a roller coaster and everything back today in Butlins.
That's right, aye.
I used to go to Pontins.
Where's that?
Wales, is it?
No, that was in Southport.
Southport.
But they weren't the red coats, they were blue coats. Just the same idea, but I think.
There was somebody famous, it was a blue coat. Was it Bradley Walsh? Was he a blue coat or something?
Somebody like that, wasn't
there? So it must have been, he must have worked in Pontins. I've mentioned Bradley Walsh the last 2 episodes.
How did you mention him last week? I can't remember.
Because I thought that other boy Walsh was his son.
Oh, aye.
But I saw. See when you were away and you went on holiday. I was watching a video the other day, right, and it's a wee Wayne getting pure excited. Did you get pure excited for getting on the plane?
Aye. Because I wasn't old enough to be scared.
No, neither was that. Do you know
I remember hitting 12, right, and being really scared of flying, like to the point where I would greet and all that before it took off.
Mate, that's basically what happened to me. I got to about 12 or 13. I think you start to learn that big thing shouldn't be up there.
Aye.
Do you know what
Messes
I mean?
about your head. I remember taking off for Benidorm when I was a wee boy, and as soon as we took off, the telly came down, and I thought it was the
roof falling off.
Or the thing.
Oh, the air thing.
The air hang. And I remember just screaming and greeting, and for the full 2.5 hours, I couldn't settle. And for years, I was like that. Even when I started wrestling, so it took me a wee while for me to go, right, actually.
How did you get over it?
I don't.
Did you study flying or something like that?
The bevy?
Mate, nah. It's I'm still not comfortable with it. But see,
I remember one time.
It was Benidorm that I get the fear as well. I was on the way to get onto the plane in Glasgow, and I seen the plane, and I just spewed everywhere on the way to the plane, man.
Well, I remember being, I remember going to the hospital, the doctors, and they prescribed me like free diazepam because I was that nervous about it. And then when I went, I was going down to Manchester, right, to get the flight. But I never had the prescription, so I was nervous that I was going to get pulled. I thought, the sniffer dogs are going to get me and arrested. So mate, you have no idea where I had that, the free
You never put that up your hoop.
No, the other end. And I was nervous that it was going to beep, came right in my...
But see if a dog sniffs you there, you just say, I just went for a piss. I just went for a piss, that's what's happening there. Oh no, man, right in your 40.
Yeah. It was handy, not it?
It's a 6 skin. Once we're finished.
But
it was handy. The natural pocket.
I know.
Oh man, it must be quite easy for birds to smuggle stuff. No, never mind. Right, so
Hang me.
What else can we talk about? Is it how long have we done? How long have we done, Greg?
Wow, man, is Bob the guy that
Bob's
makes
the
us...
catalyst,
I know, man.
Wait a minute,
are we struggling to talk to each other? Are we doing a Mickey Weir?
No.
Are we struggling?
Are we struggles? No, we're no struggles.
No, but...
I've actually brought up the blue coats. Like Bobby Davro was one.
Bobby Davro. Oh, Bobby! Remember him fun his
face?
Lee Mac.
Oh, man.
Lee Mac.
Lee Mac, that's who it was. Because
Shane Ritchie.
Have you heard the story about Lee Mac when he was a blue coat? So they used to make them go up and do like 5 minutes stand up. Like he was a compere kind of thing. Obviously, he was wanting to get into comedy because he's a comedian now. Yeah. So he's like, what should I talk about? He's like, I'll just talk about if you say, where are you from? They say Manchester. You go, oh, where are you from? Glasgow. Oh, how'd you get here? How'd you afford this and all that? Right. And he says, what you're looking for is somebody from Kent. And you say, what did you call me? Right, so he was drunk because he was drinking before it because he was nervous, and he got up and he done the Scottish bit and he done the Irish bit, and he goes, he couldn't remember what the next bit was. He goes, is there MD here for Kent? And the guy went, me. He went, well, you're a cunt.
That is brilliant.
He told that story on Graham Norton, right? And your man for Monty Python, what's his name, the main one?
I can't remember his name.
Not Cluns.
John Cleese.
John
Cleese nearly had to be fucking resuscitated,
That's
mate.
Funny,
he was pissing himself.
That's funny.
Well, watch that video on the wee extra bit today, right?
We'll do that when we've got a bonus episode.
I know, mate. What are we going to do?
What did I say before we started this? Let's go 5. Let's do 5 hours today.
Oh, what else have we got to talk about? Our good friend and friend of the show, Mr. Joe Henry, is now the world heavyweight champion.
Aye. And in all news, you managed to find the winner of the
holiday. I did. Are we skirting round this subject, Grado?
Aye, man. Who cares? Wrestling talk, man. Nobody cares about that.
Just think you brought him into it, mate.
I know I did. But I tell you what, I think that's more or less it confirmed. He's definitely going to be showing up at the
Definitely, no doubt, because I think they'll put the 2 TNA champions in. So you'll get the woman and you'll get the guy. But man, I was delighted when I see it. It was good.
No, I was. I genuinely
wake up to him, man. He's a good
guy,
Joe. So
he's alright. He's alright. Do I hear what he says about you?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm looking.
See, as long as it's behind my back, say whatever you want.
Oh, what would you do? Right, let me ask you this. This is what I wanted to ask you, right? I'm not going to bring up the wrestling thing, right? But I thought it's something else. What would you do if you were president for a day? Because it's an inauguration, right?
Is it the day of the inauguration?
Aye.
Right, okay, so what would I do if I was the president for a day?
Aye. Because I thought about this morning.
Mate, I can't say what I would say.
Right.
I can't say what I would do.
Do you know what I would banish?
What?
Do you know what I'd banish? Folk that walk about the street with coffee in their hands. See, like a Starbucks or a Costa.
Aye.
That really does my nothing.
No, it does,
and
man.
then they also take selfies with it and all.
With their name.
Aye.
Spelt wrong. But it's what gets me with that is see the ones that get the cold drinks and they've got the full ice and they go
Aye, and they should get about as if they say, look what I've got.
I know, oh look at me, oh.
But you think, wait till you've had your coffee till you get in the fucking house. Or
Exactly.
you get to the office. See these folk that walk about with it and it pisses me off.
Do you know, no, I think it's maybe a fashion statement.
That's what I mean.
Rather
That is
than they actually like the coffee.
There's
it's more
somebody
like
I've got on Instagram and I honestly think before they do an Instagram story they've got to buy a coffee before they do it. Because they start tapping it and all that. We've got some great news and all this, and I think
It's like a prop.
aye, it's a prop to show. Oh, look at me! Look what I've done today.
Do you know what I would do? I would ban international tariffs all over the world. Seriously, see, like trade tariffs, because
I don't really get all that.
like, well, basically, see, now you know that I collect Masters of Universe figures, right? So there's some of them that you can't get here, so you need to get them from America. And see, when they post it over from America, you pay like maybe £12 postage, right? And then you get fucking rattled when you get here as well sometimes.
The tax.
If what you're buying is over 45 quid or something like that, I think it is, you then get taxed again here. And I would just stop that because they're cunts.
Aye, well, there's a couple of times I've been got wrestling trucks and stuff like that, and you think that's managed to get through, and then the guy comes at the door and you have to pay an extra £45.
Aye, it's wild, isn't it? But saying that, it must be fucking dear for you because your wrestling gear's fucking expensive, man.
Well, I've not had a new leotard. I got a new leotard last year, and I'm getting a new pair of boots. I've ordered a new pair of boots, so I have, which I'm looking
Next
forward
off them
to.
off the wall, our folk will say that you're not a real wrestler.
They're belters or not, eh?
Aye,
They're kind of gold, white, like see the ones that I had years ago, they're like Bret Hart's, black at the front, black at the back, and then black at the tip, and then like gold trimming all the way through.
nice. So, there's been... that's enough wrestling talk for the day. Enough wrestling talk. What can we talk about?
How's you been up to?
What else have I been up to? I'm going to start watching the Traitors.
I'll tell you, you'll not regret it. It's brilliant.
Aye, it's everybody keeps recommending it to me, and
Do you know what?
stops me from watching it? See the bird that hosts it? I can't stick her, man.
Like Claudia Winkleman?
I can't stick her.
I think she's brilliant in it. She's got a
she
great
is
dress
good.
sense.
She's good in this. Definitely.
She might see because she's more or less kind of playing a character.
Aye.
And the Traitors, I think I might be able to put up with her. But see when she's just left to her own devices, she does my boxing, man.
What else is she for? Is she a singer?
No, she used to host like TV shows on Channel 4. And
See, I thought she was in Naked Attraction, but that's no
No,
her.
I always thought she was naked.
Aye, I thought that was her too, but it's no.
No, that was Davina McCall, wasn't it?
No, Anna somebody. It doesn't matter, right? But see, the Traitors, do you know what's good about it, Tom, mate? It's like, I don't know if you agree, Grant, but it's constant. Like, you just go, ooh, like, and you always get like, so basically what it is, mate, right? Want me to tell you, do you know what the concept
Aye,
is?
they pick 3 traitors,
Right.
and then the rest have got to figure out who the traitors
And
are.
that's it, and it's like they're left to their own devices, so it's like, it's
Well, they're living in a house together.
aye, but at night they go away. They're only with each other for the breakfast, right? So what happens is they'll try and guess who the traitor is, right? And
Aye.
then they'll come back the next morning, and everybody's just looking to see their facial reactions to say, "Oh,
Aye,
why
but that night the Traitors murder somebody as well.
the traitors murder somebody?"
For real?
Aye, no, for real, right? But they'll
That
go.
would be a TV show, by the way.
But what happens is it usually goes like if somebody suspects somebody, right? They'll go like that, right? We need to get rid of her because she's on to us. But what they also don't want to do is make it obvious, don't they? Know?
Aye.
Look, because if somebody right, if Jeannie goes to Dave, right? Dave, I think you're a traitor, right? And he goes, well, I'm not a traitor, but Dave actually is a traitor. See if he murdered her that night, folk will go, well, Dave obviously is a
Dave's a
traitor because he's got her to fuck.
Right. So it's like a detective show, basically.
Aye, but mate, it's brilliant. What I couldn't agree is, right, seeing the first episode there, they're on a terrain, right, and instantly Claudia Winkleman goes, we need 3 folk to leave the show already.
Straight
and
away.
it's these just strangers going, I'm not going, and it was wild. 3 folk did get half, didn't they? But I know they come back in it, but it's just right.
You didn't need to tell me to come back in it.
I know.
Spoilers, mate, WrestleMania.
But I'll tell you what I did, but Grant, I don't know if you're the same as me. I fast forward the challenges, and I do that in Big Brother and all. See all the challenges through the day. I can't be arsed with that. I just want to all the shit talk and all the backstabbing,
or the bitching,
or the arguing. That's what they pay for.
It's crazy how like quick they can change their mind and how easy they're all led.
Aye,
because like one of the
get into it too. Honestly,
one of the guys they were saying he was a traitor because he done a toast at breakfast.
Right, this guy was stood up and went, "Guys, look, we're doing well and all that. Nanias have got the ability today. We'll have a good day." And everybody went, "Check him out, try to be."
Get him out.
He's like, aye, and he's like, "But I'm just being nice." And the guy's a doctor, right? And what was it the guy said? He goes, I mean, typical doctor, man, you're nice through the day, but you murder people at night. And the guy's like, he goes, "Who do you think I'm, Harold Shipman?" I was pissing myself at that. But the guy was just trying to be nice.
What about Hangme? How do you think you would get on?
I don't know, man. I think I would. I don't know. Do you think?
Well, we spoke about this on the train. You said you would nail it.
I don't know, mate. I think it can tell all over your face, and you also laugh all the time. You'd be like, "I'm not a traitor."
Well, it's because I was telling Grant. Is that when I tell you about how I said my dad fun a deed body once?
Aye.
Was that a lie?
No, it was a lie. He never fun a deed body, but that's what I said to go to something once.
Oh, sweet.
Just to go to a wrestling show. So.
My dad fun a deed body.
Which I thought was pretty at the time. Was you're not going to know. You're not going to question that.
That's a wild thing.
Isn't it?
Aye, 100%.
I don't believe you. How dare you, man? My dad's in bits.
Aye, and then send them a picture. It's just a random dead body.
We get to the Matthew, no bother.
Goodfellas. A scene for Goodfellas.
Imagine that voice note for you there. That's me, fun a dead body, son.
That's me waiting in the police to identify it.
Right, Credo, that's the ambulance away.
That's so funny. He's actually away in his holidays, isn't he?
Is he? Where's he off to?
He's centre backs with Bob.
I think he's away to Thailand.
Is he?
Aye.
Oh, there.
So good on him.
You fucking better believe good on him. You better believe good on him.
Apparently he's went business class and all, which I'm quite surprised at.
Is Bangkok in Thailand?
Aye.
I mean, that would be a good documentary in your dad going to Thailand. Man, that'd be unbelievable.
I don't know. Sure, one time I was like, what if you took to Thailand? He was getting the flight for London, but he only had carry-on luggage, and I was like, what you got in your carry-on luggage? And he opened it up and it was just 4 bottles of Grants or Glens.
So he was going in the clothes he had and that was it. In Thailand, the fucking sweltering heat of Thailand.
Where a vodka's probably about 50 pence. You know what I mean? He took 4 bottles of Glens, man. I'm like, Dad, you don't get any clues.
Fucking hell,
I
man.
know he's mad with things like that. Sure, have I told that story? I've told you about him. Wanted to be a Mountie.
He wanted to be a Canadian Mountie?
Did I tell you that?
No.
Have I never told you this?
No.
You don't know that? No. My father said to me once, I've always wanted to be a Mountie. Canadian Mountie. It's like, right, okay. He says, I've booked a Canadian Mountie experience in Canada. And I went, all right. So he was away for about 2 weeks and I come back and I went, how did you go and being a Mountie? And he went, I never did it. I goes, well, how did you never done it? He says, well, it was 4 days in the train to get to this place in Canada. It was like completely out in the boonies to do this experience. He says, but the train was all inclusive and you could just bevy all you wanted. So 4 days in and he was to get off, he just stayed on the train. I'm not getting off.
End
And
up
he just done the loop. So he just sat blunted on the train.
Aye.
Done a full loop and just come back and never done it. I can't imagine my father on a horse and all that anyway, man, with the mad red tunic on and the brown hat.
4 days.
Go on.
At least we know where you get your train habits anyway.
Well, that's right.
4 days.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
4 days. What the fuck size is Canada, man?
Well, it probably is. It's massive, Canada. From one side to the other.
That's wild, man. Imagine that, just being on a train for 4 days.
Unless he's telling me shite, I don't know. But then again, who would fucking make that up?
Aye, exactly. After all, he did find a dead body. So, should we talk a wee bit about football, mate?
Aye, let's talk about football. That's
Obviously, sad news yesterday about Jimmy Calderwood
I
passing away.
know Jimmy Calderwood and Dennis Law at the weekend.
Mate, the greatest Rangers manager that was never the Rangers manager.
There was
I always
talks
thought
at
he
the
would have
time.
been the Rangers manager at some point, man.
I'll tell you what, when I think of Jimmy Calderwood, but I always think of like wee Johnny was brilliant at doing him.
Aye.
At Christmas, wasn't he? At New Year's. But I think, do you know what, right? I don't know how you feel.
Johnny's going to be hard up for material this year, isn't he?
Well,
Two E's legends away in a
That's
week.
two of them. Aye,
a
you,
week.
you knew where you knew. You done Dennis Law quite regular, didn't
Aye.
he? But I don't know about you two, right? But see, because I didn't know he'd passed until I was watching the football and they mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that's quite
It's sad,
something
isn't it?
about, I don't know, just a pure Scottish football legend. Do you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
especially your time, like growing. Well, I know we're a wee bit older, but like,
He's in amongst the managers that you remember for growing up. You know what I
aye,
mean?
do you know what I mean? You put.
In fact,
sort
you
of
know
guy-
what?
It's just a legend.
I don't know if I can really remember many other ones.
Well, I put it's like Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries, Craig Levine. Was he a manager? Remember Big Mixu was a manager for a while
Aye.
in some places. But aye.
We should be interviewed, Mixu,
We did.
on Football Daft.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
The Big Mixu. The Big Mixu.
But do you know what? Like, there's a lot of talk about Dennis Law. Obviously, he was a legend for Scottish football internationally, but I never knew he never played in Scotland.
Aye, what was it? He was a young boy and I think he went to Huddersfield or
I
something.
always
like
thought he played for Aberdeen for some reason. I don't
so-
know why.
So they are, because, and do you know what? It's funny you say that because there's a wrestling referee in Aberdeen called Dennis Law. I
Is
think
there?
it's his uncle.
Really?
And I always thought he played with Aberdeen as well. Did he definitely know that? No.
No, he started at Huddersfield. You were right.
Was it Huddersfield?
I checked that the other day. And what was I going to say? Do you know that obviously he's a Man United legend, an absolute legend, the Busby Babes and all that, and European Cup winners and what have you. But do you know that he scored a goal that got Man United relegated?
Is that right?
And he scored it for Man City.
Did
and,
he?
and it was a back heel.
I didn't know that.
And he never celebrated. All the Man City fans were going nuts because they had just relegated their rivals and he didn't even celebrate. You know what I mean?
So it was this after he played for Man United?
Aye, after he played for Man United. So, could you imagine that? That's like, say, like when McCoist went to Kilmarnock or something like that,
Aye.
and he scored a goal and Rangers get relegated because of it. How would you have felt about him?
Oh, I would have been rolling about the flare greeting if that happened.
Aye.
It would never have been allowed to happen at the time because I should always talk about that last game, man. I still can't get out of that. What did you call him again, Bobby? The Kelly manager. at the
Bobby
time.
Williamson.
Bobby Wilson, no letting him on.
Aye, that's right, for his swan song.
I actually thought, did Jimmy Calderwood didn't he manage Kelly? Didn't he know? No, he never. It was Aberdeen, Dunfermline. Who else did he manage?
Scroll up a wee bit, Grant, and it'll tell you there. Up. Oh, is that?
No, that's Dennis Law. I'll go and
But
check.
he was at Dunfermline for years, wasn't he?
Aye.
And then he went to.
He went to a Dutch team, I'm sure.
Did he not play in Holland?
I'm not sure.
Was he not a football player in Holland? I thought it was that. No, maybe your
Not sure. Hold on.
senior career.
See if you scroll down a wee bit, it'll say teams managed.
I know he has. You're right.
No, but
Aberdeen. Oh, he did manage Kelly.
Ross County as well.
Dunfermline, Aberdeen, Kilmarnock, Ross County. Go ahead, Eagles.
Because the reason why I'm asking that is because I've got a distinct memory as well, being a wee boy in the Kilmarnock light switch on years ago, and I remember it was a Kelly manager, but it must have been Bobby Wilson, and he was in he came in a Rolls Royce, and he was waving like the Queen, kind of like that. I don't know if he was doing it as for a laugh, but he get driven in, and it was like everybody was like banging on the windows and like, hey, Bobby, and he was they turned on the Christmas
You
lights.
doing it that one?
He was doing that. He was
They'd
doing
probably
that.
doing it for a joke, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And saying that, he ended up managing Uganda.
That's right, remember that?
Aye.
Is that not where he still is? Is he not still out there?
Not using Thailand for your favourite.
That's funny, man.
Oh, man. Aye, but there was England.
The longest reigning Ugandan manager, but that's a...
I thought that was Kamala. What else is on the schedule there, Grant?
Is he still in Uganda, no? He's probably retired now.
He's well, he must. I don't know. Is Bobby Williamson still alive? Aye,
I'm sure.
He was the Kenya manager or no?
Kenya.
Kenya as well. He's still alive, though, isn't he?
Aye.
By the way, there's been a
What
lot.
about him for a live show? What are Kenyan stories, man? I bet he's got
He's not
loads.
managed since 2016.
Well, there you go. He must be retired now then. Aye. But what about Rangers? Rangers B. They're disbanding
Well,
the team.
that was practically the team. Well, no, practically the team was...
It took them out the Lowland League last season.
Did you watch
anyway,
Did you watch the football yesterday?
What, the Rangers game?
Aye.
No, mate, I
I
didn't.
tell you, it was a welcome to see it on normal telly, wasn't it?
Oh, was it on?
It was on BBC
Aye,
One.
it was
Was
on
it?
BBC.
It was on BBC One. So, I mean, I never caught it because it was at that dancing competition, but for what I saw, were any of you there? Greg Grant?
Well, being the only Celtic fan in this room, obviously I've seen Dessers as miss.
Mate,
Right.
do you know what's the funniest thing ever, right? I think he got the man of the match off McFadden, did he know eventually? Because I think he was giving it to him if he got the hat trick, and he got it. He got his hat trick dead on full time. But mate, he's still one of the worst players in the park. But no one of the worst players in the park, right? But
I know what you mean.
So frustrating, man. He's an enigma.
The one he missed was harder than his goal for the hat trick. Easier, sorry.
Aye. To be fair, it's quite high. So he's tried to obviously just cushion it into the net, but he said a nightmare. But did you see Kyogo's miss for the weekend?
No.
Fucking hell, man.
Was it?
Grado, he's literally not even the width of this table.
Really?
Out for the goals, and he puts it up at fucking 40 yards over the bar.
I never saw the highlights for Saturday's games, to be honest with you, but
Celtic were not good. We've not been good for a wee while, man. But they seem to be still kind of eking out the results. But
well, the Rangers game, I thought, do you know, I had to laugh at the end. Clement, he never praises the other team, didn't he? No, it's one thing he doesn't do. It's always
not even Fraser, but
well, I just thought because the interview says, oh well, you know, that first half yous were you know, Rangers versus Fraserburgh, what they say, the fourth spell or something, the
Highland League.
Was it the Highland League? And he's gone Highland League competition. They sure gave it a go for the first half an hour, didn't they? And he was like, no, but we controlled the game for the first. Ken, instead of going, do you know what, they came,
they done
do you know
well.
what I mean? They done well and all that. They put up a fight for the first 30 minutes. We managed, but it's always just no. We controlled the game. What are you talking about?
They should have scored.
Should have scored, by the way.
Fraserburgh.
Yeah,
they had a right good chance.
They had a right good chance to equalise. Mason, they played Mason Munn. Great name, that.
Mason Munn.
Aye.
Fuck, he'd fit in eyebrows. That's Cockney rhyming slang.
Mason Munn. That's brilliant. He was 18-year-old and he came on. He's a goalie.
Aye.
He's 18, aye.
He's a keeper.
Aye, he's a
goalkeeper,
keeper.
aye. So they had Liam Kelly on the bench. And he actually...
I'm thinking you're talking about Fraserburgh. I've brought this boy on that.
No, there's a Rangers player called Mason Munn. He got on.
So he started, did he?
Aye.
Oh, well, good for him, man. How's the goalie doing now? The Butland, is he?
Who's the goalie doing, Tom? Butland, I think he's due back. I think he's back in training
Must
now.
have been a bad injury.
Is his name Mason Munn? Am I making that up?
Mason Munn, that's
it's
brilliant.
M-A-S-A-O-N. Aye, Mason Munn. M-A-S-A-O-N. M-A-S-O-N.
So a young 18-year-old keeper. That's good, man. So
He kind of had a wee bit of a dodgy kick out, didn't he?
Aye. Just put that
and then
down
he
your nails, don't you?
Aye, no, he'll in for that.
Do you know, Hank, but like, that was just a perfect opportunity for Clement to play the young boys. The Rangers beat.
Sorry, saying that in hindsight.
No, because I disagree, Grant. Because see if you look
to save his job.
see it, not just that, mate. See if you look at the Lowland League, right? These, I know that they're obviously the Highland League, but see, Lowland League teams are regularly beating the Celtic kids.
Rangers beat them 5-0.
Aye, they did earlier on the
Beat
season.
them 5-0.
I was surprised, but
Rangers beat Fraserburgh 5-0.
But I was surprised that they played like Diamante and stuff like that. I'm thinking, well, he can't.
He's suspended for Thursday.
For Thursday, so I thought, right, perfect opportunity to play. Or what was it? Zoe, what this morning she says, she was watching it. She says, I quite like that Bailey Salt.
Bailey Salt.
Bailey Salt. I goes
Bailey Rice.
Bailey Rice. She says, I knew it was another condiment or a food.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, but he actually had a no bad game when he came on. A lot of the young players when they come on actually had a no bad game, but it was pretty much kind of standard Scottish Cup tie, so it was. Aye. So what was the Celtic game like then?
I used to love the ones. See, like when Celtic, we get drawn against Whitehill Welfare one year.
Aye, I love that and all.
It's great. It's a
Keith,
great.
remember we had Keith in the 90s.
That was the same day.
Was it?
We played Whitehill Welfare. You played Keith.
I totally
You beat them 10-0, didn't you?
10-1. Alec Cleland got a hat trick.
I think Celtic only beat Whitehill Welfare 3-0 or something like that.
Fair play to Fraserburgh, brought a lot of fans. Also as well at Hibs, Clydebank, got a good crowd as well, so fair play.
They had a mega party in Clydebank at the weekend apparently.
Aye.
I actually DM'd the Fraserburgh Instagram account, but I don't think Andy's run it.
No, that's a shame.
Because I was going to try and get that Brian Hay, the centre half, to come on, just talk for 10 minutes, because they did a big bit about him before the game. Now they followed him about him doing his work through the week. He's a Rangers fan. I think he's been there for about 26 years. I mean, 900 appearances for Fraserburgh, but they never got back to us. I see, did they parade that new player, Raphael?
I never seen if they paraded him or not.
I think they did, centre half, and then quickly Clement said he's not ready to play. Typical signings. When are we ever going to sign a player that can just play straight away?
Is he not a defender, that guy? Centre half? Aye.
I don't think we've had good experiences with Raphael centre halves, have we?
Well, we
Robin
certainly
Shite.
haven't. We certainly haven't. The women's team's trying to move down to England. Celtic and Rangers women's teams.
Would that mean that they possibly be getting a better TV deal than the actual men's teams?
Well,
I don't know.
I've not even thought of that, to be honest with you, but what I do think is it opens a hell of a can of worms if they let the women's teams in.
I don't think that's going to happen, is it?
Well, have they been they've been invited for talks, am I right? Or have they just decided to go and chat with the other?
By the way, it would be don't get me wrong, it would be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
Mate, they'd be relegated within a second.
I think so. Did you see the Man City and Man U game yesterday with the goalie coming out?
Oh mate, right at kick-off as well. That was wild, but like I said, I think that would kind of open up a wee bit of a can of worms. Well, if the women can play there like the
right.
men, you know.
I seen somebody tweet the other day saying that basically like the League Cup's done in England, that they should do like an all
British Cup.
An all UK, that would be amazing,
It
man.
would be.
That would be brilliant. Why did they not do that? Because I bet there's a sponsor. I'll tell you what, it's all going to come down to a sponsor.
Mate,
if there's a sponsor that wants to do that,
folk would tears. Imagine Amazon would buy that. Imagine
100%,
that.
right, and in its own prime as well. Could you imagine that?
The Amazon British Cup.
The Prime British Cup. That would be.
What a name!
Aye,
the Prime British Cup.
British Cup.
God, it makes me feel like a bit of a loyalist.
Hey, how's it feel?
I'm parading the Pride Empire Cup.
That's funny. But could you imagine, right? And it starts off. Say it was like when you couldn't do it the way they do it. What I'm saying is, it would probably only be like maybe the SPFL.
The
Premier League, maybe
Premier
the Championship,
and then leave the League Cups to the lower leagues.
But then that would just become the Petrofat Cup then, wouldn't it?
I've cracked it, but
and then that is a good cup to win, mind you.
Aye, but why don't they do it like all the Premier divisions against all the Premier divisions, all the First divisions against all the First divisions? Yeah, there you go.
That would, do you know what? That would make good.
It would, and do you know what it would be like? It would be like the way the European setup is. You've got your Champions League, you've got your Europa League, you've got your Conference League. You know what I mean? So you could have like Britain-wide cups.
But mate, how amazing would it be if it was like again Chelsea versus Raith Rovers? That would be amazing.
Man City versus Darvel.
You know what I mean? How class would that be?
That would be good, actually.
Do you know, but the only thing, the Premier League teams would just do the same. Like the
they wouldn't be interested in it.
Like the Scottish teams would go for it, but like as you're saying, Man City, they wouldn't.
No, unless there was good money put up.
Aye, if there's good money and you're like, there's got to be a certain amount of regular first team players in your team.
Aye, you can't just fan it.
You can only play 3 under 21 players or something.
Aye.
That would actually be pretty good when you think about it. Let's do it. Let's pitch it.
Let's speak to old Jeff
Hurst.
Bezos.
Bezos. I think we probably need to talk to the leagues first.
But I'm telling you, if there's money put forward for that, that's going to be the deal breaker, isn't it?
Aye, definitely.
What's this rejecting the winter break proposal?
Aye.
This comes in a bit of a year, doesn't it?
I bet Brendan Rodgers came out and said Gie's a winter break again. He's actually like saying why are they doing away with it, but there's just that much football, Credo.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, even getting into the summer, then you've got like Nations League and all that. They don't really get a proper rest.
You need it. You'd be scunnered in January if we went back to like football.
Mate, you're waiting fucking 6 months for your January paycheck, and you've not even got any football at the weekend to entertain you. Aye, you're right. Fuck that.
See, the only thing about the winter break, do you think, although they do get the 2 weeks after, there's going to be a fixture pile up at the other end?
Aye,
100%.
Aye, I suppose.
It works both ways.
And then you've got.
But then I suppose the weather's better.
And then what you'll have is, say Rangers or Celtic start doing well in the second half of the year in Europe, and then they're asking for games to be postponed because you know what I mean, because they've got European ties. It opens up that kind of arms and all.
It does, I suppose. But
I kind of think I like Boxing Day and there's football. I like that. I think there should always be kind of football, but I suppose I'm not a football player, so.
Winter break, eh? Who fucking invented that?
Wait, I mean, when did we get rid of that? Is that about 10 years ago we get rid of that? Is it longer?
No, it was
only
only like a couple of years.
It
was only a couple of years ago.
What was it, a winter break? Is that how Celtic went to Dubai?
Aye.
Alright.
Remember we get fucking...
Oh, they were great days, man.
Flagging about the COVID days.
Oh, man, bring it back.
Remember COVID? Bring it back, fuck's sake.
No COVID.
Aye, thank God.
No.
I'm not getting another jag. Sack that shit. Anyway, what else have we got? New ball New ball person protocol. What the hell is that?
The SPFL has introduced a mid-season rule affecting ball boys and ball girls. Effective from the start of 2025, ball persons are now required to place balls on cones at designated points on the pitch with players responsible for bringing the ball back into play themselves.
Right, so that the ball boys can't chuck the ball away and all that.
They don't want to end
waste
up
time.
TikTok and all that because they're holding the ball and don't want to get back to one of the players.
Who was the player that fucking gave one of them a dunt? Hazard. So what is that?
And then see the funny story for that. See the wee boy that he done. Have you heard of that vodka called AU?
Aye.
He owns it.
Seriously?
What, the wee boy?
Well, he's not a wee boy now, but he's got something to do with that.
He can't be that fucking old. Hazard only left Chelsea but no, I don't know how long ago is that now.
So he's went from ball boy to
owning a vodka company. Diddy's got to be involved somewhere there. There's something going on there, Greg.
I do see AU vodka.
No way.
Signed.
He founded it in 2005 with his childhood best friend, Jackson Quinn.
2005? How long ago? Oh, it's 2015.
Oh, sorry, 2015, sorry.
I was going to say, Jesus, 20 years ago? No, but that was funny. Remember Mourinho as well, when the ball boy threw the ball in quick?
I remember that one.
No, it wasn't Mourinho, was it Klopp?
No, it was Mourinho.
Was it Mourinho?
I think it was...
It was Mourinho. It was with Spurs.
Aye.
And the ball boy got the ball straight away and threw it, and because of that, Spurs went up the park and scored.
Do you remember that?
Aye, and then Mourinho's carrying the ball boy of it and all that. It's brilliant. So that's going to ruin anything like that. But I can understand why they're doing it. They're standing on wee cones.
There's also, see now, you don't really see because there's the digital screens that run about the side, the ball just usually bounces off that now, doesn't it? Because back in the day, they would, would roll the signpost or something like that, and you would have to run and get them, but you don't really see that anymore, do you know?
No, I think it's more the fact that the boys would be sitting with the balls, and if their team was needing to waste a wee bit of time, they would maybe like to throw it away.
Did you never get the chance to be a ball boy when you had the thing when you used to travel with it? But when you were a wee boy, you weren't they?
I wasn't a bit fucked. I was.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, I was more fucked than I am now.
I didn't know that.
But no, I never get a chance to be a ball boy.
Who is ball boys? Is it?
It's the youth team usually.
It's the youth team, isn't it?
Aye.
I'm sure it's usually youth team.
It used to be anyway.
I do remember Alex McLeish saying to the ball boys before the game.
By the way, we're in our groove now.
We're alright now.
I'm alright, I'm happy with this.
I'm happy with now. Everything alright?
Happy,
you sure?
Thank God Greg got his that fucking thing sorted.
I remember McLeish telling the ball boys before the game we played against Dunfermline when it was Helicopter Sunday, the first one, remember, and he was like, ball boys, you need to be on point today because we need to score as many goals as possible.
Aye, that's right. But there's a few rumours circling about.
So, obviously we've spoke about Rafael Fernandez. He used to play at Rangers as his team in PlayStation, but he done it once.
I hate when teams do this. I'd like, why do you even get the guy to do that?
I know. Did you see the video?
Well, I thought he was going to start going, I loved Loudrup and
see every one of Rangers' new players' interviews, they're all the same.
I used to watch Jim Baxter on YouTube.
They just read for the same script.
Exactly.
They need to change it up a bit. It's a bit boring.
So going for that to Celtic having a 10 million bid for Louis Barry rejected, young Aston Villa player.
How do you feel about
that? I've not seen a single snippet of him, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, do you know what? I kind of found out about that. For the worst thing you can do is look up their YouTube and get excited because I've spoken about this before, but there's nothing about that Rafael Fernandez.
I take it this boy's a striker too.
I think he's a winger. He's a winger.
16 goals in 24 games.
He's a winger because he's playing for Stockport and he plays out in the left, I'm sure. But going to look that up in case I've just made it up.
Well, it says it there. Barry impressed during his loan at Stockport. He scored 16 in 24.
Right enough, fine, but that doesn't mean that he came off the left.
Is that another striker you need?
Well, have you seen our two strikers recently? I think they've got their fucking boots mixed up.
I see. We need.
Mate, honest to God, I know I just keep fucking slagging them, but it's some. Don't get me wrong. The past few games before that, I thought Kyogo had come onto a game, but that miss the other night was absolutely.
See if Kyogo was, if somebody approached Celtic for Kyogo, then what would they go for?
Probably about 10 million, I would say.
10's in my head.
Aye, about 10 million. If somebody...
He's getting to the 30, so they need... I think Celtic will sell soon.
Did you see something about Igaman? There was a price putting him 25 million.
I think that was fake.
Aye, man.
Got to be fake.
Aye. I mean, what, he's played,
That's what
10
he should
games?
be
You get
doing,
25 million for him, he's getting drove to the airport.
Oh, absolutely, but who's going to put... If was it Marseille maybe that were... The rumour was, I think Marseille.
Aye, who's the Marseille manager now? It's somebody that's familiar.
It was the old Brighton manager. What's his name?
De Zerbi.
That's the one.
That's right.
That's the one.
Van Bronckhorst's back in the game.
Is he? It's Van Bronckhorst? I don't know.
Yep, he's back in the game. He's who's he managing now?
Because he was at the Turkish team.
He's left. Besiktas, wasn't it? He was at.
Aye.
Was it?
Because Solskjaer's witness.
Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Solskjaer's taking his job. I get mixed up.
Is that
Solskjaer's
what it
taking
is?
his job.
What is that photo of it?
That's not Van Bronckhorst. That's AI Van Bronckhorst.
Do you think that is?
That's weird.
That's weird.
That is weird.
His eyebrows are as thick as that.
Why is that the first picture that comes up?
It's weird.
That is AI Van
He
Bronckhorst.
never played for fucking Benfica either. That's definitely an AI photo. That is weird. You need to put that up on the screen, Dan, so the folk can see.
I'll put that up.
Oh, Giovanni, man.
Aye, so I still think he got a bit of Roddy at Ibrox.
I see you say that, but at the time, man, performances were scunning, weren't they?
Mate, he got used to a European final, man.
I know, but it's just... Do you know what? Probably in hindsight, we were too...
Correct.
But I mean, we were desperate for him
It's
to
not
go.
just
We were
that, the way
desperate for him to go. We can't lie.
But the way that he get done and all with Beale going,
Aye,
coming up watching the game and all that, do you know what I mean?
The problem is it's a bit like the same the now. The Rangers team's more suited to play in Europe.
Aye.
Which is crazy.
There's more space.
I mean,
the biggest thing that Clement can't do, and it was the same at Monaco as well. All their fans said he can't deal with a low block. He can't deal with.
Because Clement's unbeaten in Europe away from home.
That's some record when you think about it.
And he can hardly win a game away from him in the Scottish League. So there's something.
See, that's what a difference a week makes. There's just nothing to talk about Clement now. Like,
well, this was always going to happen. He was going to win the 3 home games, and then on Thursday, it's kind of a free hit.
it's a free hit, but it can't be too bad.
Is it a free hit?
Man United are fucking shite. I think you'll beat them.
I don't know if I'll.
I genuinely think Rangers will beat Man United.
I would like to see us to put up a good fight, but it's no...
Mate, they're fucking garbage.
I know.
Honest, if you watch them, they're genuinely terrible.
Right,
They really are.
I very rarely watched English football, honest with
You
you.
watched us away from him, but
He's
But
just
in
ages have got a
Europe,
great fucking record away from home in Europe. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying there, Greg, but
Christ,
and I'm
remember
not
you
just saying this so that fucking folk think that I'm bottling you up. I genuinely think Man United are that bad that Rangers will turn them over. Not smash them, but Rangers will win.
Hey, Christ, men going down to Old Trafford in 2010 and it was Richie Foster that was the man in the match. Nearly scored.
That's right, but was it
Played out
1-0?
his skin. Or was it Broadfoot? I'm sure it was Foster.
Was that 1-0 that game finished? That was a
No,
one-
do you know what? It was Foster at home against Valencia, and I'm sure Broadfoot played a blinder in Old Trafford. No, it wasn't Hutton, because Hutton was away to Spurs by then, I'm sure. Kyle Hutton. Oh, it might have been Kyle Hutton.
Did you hear on another podcast, it was Open Goal, they were talking about Ricky Foster?
What were they saying?
They were going to Dingwall, the game was going to get called off, and he's like, what am I doing here? My missus is a millionaire.
I love that. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, isn't it? When you think, what am I doing here?
it was Halliday that said it.
That's funny, isn't it?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But 10 million for Celtic, that's quite a bit of money to be putting it.
It is a lot of money to be putting it, but do you know what? If you've got it, flaunt it,
No,
brother.
that's it.
What's the next one?
Premier League interest in Celtic's Daniel Cummings.
Mate, he's absolutely battering them in the youth team. Not the youth
24 goals in 24 games.
team. There you go. And can he get off the bench for the main team when we're screaming out for a striker?
But this has got to be the problem, but Rangers and Celtic are going to lose a lot because of, when Brexit came in, obviously that they can't sign the young foreigners now. So
you're right. And do you know what? It's happened a couple of times already with them, hasn't it?
well, Wilson left Rangers and went to Aston Villa.
That's right.
Who was it? The boy that's at Liverpool that you said.
Ben Doak.
Ben Doak.
That's right.
So
Even getting back a wee bit further, there was a couple of boys for Celtic. I know obviously they've went overseas, but see when these big clubs come calling, Grant, like Bayern Munich took 2 players off Celtic.
I'm sure they did.
You know what I mean? If you're a young footballer and you see the fucking shining light, say like Bayern Munich, you know what I mean, one of the biggest clubs in the world, they're obviously going to go. There's no laws that can keep them here, if you know what I mean.
But what you try to say that was a bad move for them. Do you think?
Well, where are they now?
But I know you're saying that now, right? But also getting that European style of getting trained over there and the way of life.
No, but Grado Siri, they two boys, one of them come back and played for Queen's Park and couldn't get a game. Do you know what I mean? So, alright, you're getting all of that. You're seeing what it is to be a superstar.
Aye.
But you're not seeing the other end of it. So, in my opinion, they should maybe be farming them out to these lower league teams.
Aye.
You know, rather than.
But then you could also argue would have turned it around even if they stayed at Rangers or Celtic either.
But,
you know, I've seen it plenty of times where they end up. It's like, look at Alec Lowry. Come on, man, Yank. What happened to him? I remember when he first come on the scene before, right, there's a proper player. Goes to Hearts, gets sent back early. You don't really hear much of him at all now, didn't you know?
No, you're right. It was the same with Karamoko Dembele as well.
Aye.
You know? Aye.
What did you think of the boy Finlay Curtis?
Well, I only saw glimpses, but he had 2 or 3 shots in goal. Did he know he was going for it? Aye.
He had one assist, I think.
Somebody's watched him. I can't remember listening to somebody say he's.
The only thing is, I think his
kinda,
contract's up the end of this season.
Is it?
So that'll need to get tied up. But with this, it's a bit like Rangers and Celtic are getting a bit of their own medicine in it with the Premiership. Because they date to the Scottish League. So,
But no, really anymore.
Well,
When was the last time? Alright, we've signed McCowan, right?
Well, we took
But
Bailey Rice from Motherwell.
I'm not talking about top, like, I'm talking about youth players. Rangers and Celtic will be taking players for teams
That we don't know about.
Right, we've not heard they. I get you, understand.
constantly. So it's just a wee bit, there's always a bigger fish.
I just want Celtic. I know he's injured now, but I just want Celtic to sign Lennon Miller. I really do. I think he's what McGregor's starting to wind down in my eyes. Don't get me wrong, he was fucking excellent the other night, I thought, but he's not been as consistent as he has been over the last fucking 5 or 6 years. Do you know what I mean? So it's maybe time to bring somebody in that's the ready replacement for him.
I think he'll still maybe another season and a half for him to still be playing at Motherwell. I
Aye, but then does he? What I'm saying is, if Celtic or Rangers, for example, right, go in and get him now, see in a couple of years' time, his price tag might be fucking mental that he can't fucking afford them. Do you know what I mean? But it's.
Well, what's this about Shankland?
What about him?
Amendispor have offered Hearts Shankland, who's out of contract at the end of the season, a lucrative deal. I would imagine that's not to go the now then, is it? Is that in a pre-contract?
It sounds like a pre-contract, doesn't it?
I still want us to sign him.
Yeah,
I do, mate. I do. I don't care what you say. And you'll laugh at me, but I would make him captain or not.
You've said that before, man, but you're off your fucking head.
I'm not. I just think that we need a Scottish captain that knows what Rangers is all about, a Rangers fan, somebody that and it's got experience of being a captain. I don't see why no. I mean, I think he's got it.
How many regular Scottish starters have you got?
Well, I was going to say Ryan Jack, but he left at the summer. Who is there? There's Conor Barron. He doesn't.
I don't think there's any.
No.
I mean, there's only Liam Kelly, but apart from that, the full.
I would, man. I would take a chance on him.
That's a full team of foreign players.
And I wouldn't judge Shankland on the season he's had this year.
Oh no, definitely not, mate.
I mean?
Listen, see on his game, he's one of the deadliest strikers in Scotland.
And that's
in fact,
the way we need.
The deadliest striker in Scotland.
There's no way I would let him.
I would sign him as well, but I wouldn't make him the captain.
God, that time when I done that interview when I went and said, Jack, how you doing, Jack? I'm Jack, and Clement was there. That's all I spoke about was Shankland. I was like, you need to sign Shankland. You need to sign him.
That's probably what put him off.
Again. Aye, this fat guy that was interviewed at Christmas party was demanding nothing about him. Move. Next.
Like Football Manager, do not mention again.
I would, man.
It's funny, Besiktas.
There is Besiktas are looking at it, I know.
Aye,
Tom Lawrence.
Tom Lawrence, you're looking at, aye.
Take him.
Aye, so would you let him go for?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye, it doesn't stay fit and he's hit or miss. Most of the games that you see him play go get him off.
I've
the only thing is, he's isn't shy taking a shot and goal, but
he scored a few crackers. He's been at Ibrox, hasn't he?
He'll be on big money.
Aye,
definitely.
Money.
Aye, well, I think to get a player to come to Scotland, you need to give them a wee bit
of an incentive.
Yep. Well, for England, anyway.
So Celtic play this week, young boys, Wednesday 8:00. Wednesday. Rangers play Man United. I'm not fault of the European action stepping back up. I love a good Thursday night.
Two victories. Yeah,
you
I'm saying it now. 2 victories. I don't think Celtic will win as convincingly as they're expected to win, but I think.
Who are we going to play centre half? Allen proper? Or maybe Balogun and proper?
I think Sterling might be back as well. I've got a feeling.
Big Leon come on yesterday.
Balogun come on?
No, Leon King.
He did. I felt kind of sorry for him because they did not do something before. What did they do? They brought on somebody before him and switched. What happened again? I remember going, he's not going to look in today.
He brought on Ridvan to go to right back and put Tav into centre half.
That's what it was, mate.
And Hangway.
And then he brought on Leon King with 10 minutes to
And
go
he
back. Take
scored.
that.
He scored a goal.
Aye. Well, NCL scored a goal.
So Leon King and Enciala scored.
No, Leon King never scored.
What do you make?
It said on.
Did Leon King score yesterday? No, I never.
What do you think of Big Charlie?
Well, I think, see the first 5 minutes against Dundee, I went, oh my God. I went, what we got here? But just because we've been told that he's not ready, and I thought, what we got here? If he can't get a game with the current centre half pairing, then he can't be up too much. But I think he's controlled. I think he's been playing all right. I mean, I never obviously fell asleep halfway through the Aberdeen game, but for the highlights, and he scored a goal yesterday. So
it did come up that King scored yesterday too, but that was a mistake.
Was it? Aye, because I seen it yesterday on the scoring. That's why.
What's the script then? If Celtic win, are they through?
If Celtic win, they're into the playoffs. But then if we win this one and then somehow we magically beat Aston Villa, then there's a chance that we could go straight through. I think.
The thing is, Aston Villa aren't they playing great now either, but are they?
Nah, they're not. But Celtic have been bum. They've been utter bum.
I can't see Celtic no one on
Celtic
Thursday.
generally do well against English teams, but
Aye, they do.
We do mostly, but I think the one that as good as I doing before was Man United. They hammered us in the Champions League, but that was a long time ago. So I think we'll beat Young Boys definitely, and I think Rangers will beat Man United.
It'll be interesting to watch this game. Any of you boys going down or MD?
I'm gone.
You tipped me. You were going.
Aye.
I'm not fault to that.
Getting the train done Thursday, so looking forward to it.
Oh, there you go.
Stephen must be gutted, eh? That's his two teams playing against each other.
He's
He's in
in
centre parks.
Centre Parks. Where are Centre Parks?
Is there no one in Nottingham?
Is it?
I don't know where it is. Is there a centre parks up here, or is it down south?
Don't think so. Right, before I forget, I need to do a shout out to Andy Barnaby. Apparently he listens to us when he's walking his dog. Or do you want to see, because we're talking about Scottish Cup, do you want me to do this quick? This will be quick, right?
Aye, go for it.
Right, Scottish Cup upsets. I'll tell you the year, and I want you to tell me the team that they upset, they beat, right?
Right.
So I'll start off with this one. Brora Rangers in 2021, who did they beat?
2021.
2021.
Brora Rangers.
I'll come back to that one. Queen of the South in 2008.
Was it Hearts?
It was Hearts. You're right. Brora Rangers, a part-time team from the Highland League, stunned championship leaders Hearts in the second round for that one. Let's take you back to 2008. Queen of the South. 2008.
Aberdeen.
Yes, you're right. Championship side, Queen of the South.
Was it 2-0 and it was
the semi-finals.
What do you call the boy that scored the 2 goals again?
Steve Tosh and John Stewart secured their place in the final. They played Rangers that season, didn't they, in the final?
John Stewart used to play for
He played for Aberdeen.
Well.
That's right. Aye.
What about this one in 2013? Albion Rovers. You'll get that.
2013 Albion Rovers beat
It's a last minute
Motherwell.
goal. It was Motherwell. Well
I
done.
remember.
2019 Ayr United beat a Premiership team 1-0.
Ayr United. Hibs.
It was Hibs. Well done, troops. That was good, wasn't it?
Is that all of them?
I just got 4. I thought you.
I'll tell you this, I know every single one of them was a guess for me.
There you go, mate. That was well done.
Aye, good guessing.
Well, we go into some questions or whatever.
That was good. A wee topical quiz there, Grado. I like that.
Forget a Pint 2 Shots live is coming to the Pavilion Theatre. We're going to be in Glasgow Saturday the 22nd of March. There's no football that weekend. Well, Scotland are playing on the Sunday, but we're going to have live guests. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Get your tickets because they are selling fast. There's only a couple of hundred tickets left. Paviliontheatre.co.uk. And we're also coming to Blackpool.
We're going to Blackpool. I can't remember the name of the venue right at this precise moment, but we'll be down there on September weekend. What is the
6th of September, is it?
The 6th of September, and guess what, Trips? It's a Friday.
Aye.
It's a Friday.
Come down, come and see us. Spend Saturday at the Pleasure Beach.
Or the Water Palace. Is it the Water Palace you call it?
Madam Tussauds, I know.
Aye,
You've
Madam
got that.
Tussauds, that's right. And obviously...
Or you go to that place where you get a £1 burger. You saw him? He's never changed his prices. He does every burger for £1. There's documentaries about him and everything.
So obviously we're going to be going to that for the Patreon then, aren't we?
Well, we'll do it for your YouTube channel.
Let's do it for my YouTube channel.
Friday the 26th of September 2025, we are going to be in Blackpool. Ian Holloway's confirmed as a guest as well, so he's
Ian
going to be...
Holloway, how good's that going to be?
That's a great get for us. So
Brilliant. And also get yourself, if you're coming down to Blackpool, get yourself to Passage de Terror or whatever the hell it's called. That's, oh mate, me and you need to do it.
Right.
It's like a walkthrough, but it's a scary walkthrough.
All right.
It's like a
jumping
horror
about.
maze.
All right. Sounds a lot of shite.
No mate, listen, I've done it before, it's brilliant.
Is it?
You'll shit yourself.
Yeah, okay, I'm up for it. But by the way, as well, get yourself on the Patreon. You can get the bonus episodes that we're about to film, and also there's a tour. I mean, Grant can do our holidays down to Liverpool for the day, so there's a video vlog. It was supposed to be gone out. We were going to put it in Patreon today because we wanted to give them their dues to con it, because we thought the episode was dropping the day, but it's a week today. But I think we can put it in Patreon anyway.
Aye.
Put it in Patreon.
Aye.
We're going to get that in the Patreon.
Oh.
And there's loads of other stuff as well. You can get involved with the Discord and stuff and argue with Toll.
Obviously, if you've been in an accident that hasn't been your fault, get in touch with G4 Claims on 01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172. And don't get in touch with your own insurance company. Am I right, Grado?
No, that's right. G4 Claims are going to make it easy for you. And by the way, if you even say your pal phones you and says they've been involved in an accident, it's not their fault, get in touch with Greg, get in touch with Nicole. They're on WhatsApp as well, and you'll get a £50 for your referral as well. And they'll also make sure if your motor is taken away and you need a courtesy motor, they'll give you a like-for-like vehicle replacement as well.
What is it we say? If you get a belter motor, you'll get a belter motor. If you get a banger, you'll get a banger.
You'll get a banger, you'll get a banger. So G4 Claims make it easy for you. It's not a good feeling being involved in an accident. Nicole and the team, they'll be down there, take your phone calls, they'll give you a wee bit of banter as well.
You're getting on a bit now. You're getting on a bit now.
But they're lovely lassies and they do their job well, and I have to say they come highly recommended from the boys at APATS.
Absolutely. And if you've got any sort of affliction, any pain, any suffering of the bones, the muscles, the brain, the stomach, the arse,
Aye, or your dog.
or your dog's arse,
Aye.
get in touch with me. Get yourself onto CBDOilScotland.com. We're currently running a promotion where it's a January sale and you're getting 50% off if you use the code APATS.
And they've got great products they've put up there. It's not just the oils, it's not just the balms. They've also got the wee, what do you call them?
You don't.
You can't call them JOINT.
No, you can't. It's pre-rolled CBD fun sticks.
Aye.
But you don't get them on the website. They're on their shops. They're in the shops. You can't get them on the website. So we'll put a wee link to the shops and get them to do it on there.
But I'm still getting loads of messages for people asking about CBD oil for their bills. It works tremendous. CBD oil for any ailments in their body and stuff like that. It is a cracking bit of CBD oil. It's the best CBD oil. I have to say, in the past I've been let down, but this CBD oil Scotland, I can't go anywhere. It's in my bag. Anywhere I go, in case I get in any discomfort, it's always there for me to rub all over my body.
Also told you said that the competition winner got in touch.
Yes, Ali got in touch.
Wait, an APATS listener?
Yes, he was a APATS listener. He was indeed. I was accusing him of not being an APATS listener last week, but he definitely is an APATS listener, and his holiday is now booked, and he's off to Tenerife.
Love it.
Nice one. Good for you, Ali. Congratulations, mate. So get yourself involved with CBD Oil Scotland. CBD oil you can trust.
Maybe want to read the fixtures out for the weekend.
Aye, let's have a look at
Okay, fixtures for the weekend. Aberdeen at home to St Mirren.
Yep.
Well, St Mirren, who were they? They were in the Scottish Cup this
They
weekend.
get put out. No, they won, didn't they?
I'm sure they won. Did not beat
Motherwell, was it? No.
Aye, St Johnson beat Motherwell.
Why are Celtic playing Dundee so quick again? That shouldn't happen.
Is that us halfway through the season? So the fixtures just reverse.
Did they?
I think.
Because we no long in playing Dundee United ago, bottom we know. Did we not play Dundee United
Nah,
the
played
festivities? No.
That was a draw, wasn't it? So that was about December time. So you're right, but I just don't think you should. It's not very fair.
Celtic at Hampton Dundee, Hertz play Kilmarnock.
Yep.
Neither sides are really kind of setting. I don't know.
No.
Ross County and Hibs, that'll be an interesting
Hibs
game.
are going well now.
Aye.
Hibs are really going well just now.
Beating Clydebank at the weekend, and Ross County eventually won against Livingston, didn't they? Did they not win in extra time?
I don't know.
Livingston put Ross County out.
Aye.
Oh, did they?
Aye, 3-2. It was either 3-2 or it was in penalties, because that doesn't update.
No, it was definitely after it. It was during. It was 119th minute. they scored.
Aye, so Ross County are out there. St Johnstone are playing
Motherwell again.
Motherwell again.
Yeah.
Two games in a row, eh?
I don't think the Motherwell fans are happy.
They having to go back to Perth again.
Aye.
Christ.
Yep. And then on the Sunday, Dundee United play Rangers, which that'll be interesting. Finally, see if we can take some points on the road.
Well, that's about one of the places we have won this season.
It was, wasn't it? Was it not right this
Dundee United are going quite well.
Aye, but it wasn't a great game, but wasn't it? No,
It was Lawrence scored. I think that was the first time Ignamani kind of probably showed
Aye.
what he had. I think he came on as a sub, but it's a tough place to go.
I would probably say that's one of the places you don't want to go there.
Because they're well coached. Dundee United, they'd set up well. You'd probably say that they're this year's Kilmarnock. Probably like,
And obviously, your pals, the gaffer there, Grado.
Dundee United. Who was that again? I can't remember.
Come on.
the Skull.
Oh, it's the Skull, aye.
Fucking hell. I hope he gets his hands on you one day, man. The Skull.
I think he's a very handsome looking Skull.
Right, we get any questions, Trips?
Okay with that.
Yes, fan questions from
Right.
Stuart Story. If you guys were darts players, what would your nickname and walkout
Grounded
song be?
Grado Stevely.
Grounded Grado Stevely.
You're grounded, aren't you, for playing the darts? Keep yourself grounded.
Aye, well,
Shite, innit?
I think I already answered this one in the Discord, but
What is it?
for the further listener afield, mine's is Chris 332 Toll.
332 Toll. Don't get that. Is that a darts thing?
No, 33's the bottom of the board, and that's as
what
high as I
mean.
can throw it up.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
What would your walk-in tunes be?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't like to use like a prayer. I'm fed up fucking hearing that. I'd probably, I don't know what I'd play.
I can see you coming in with a big snake bite.
Hey, I was supposed to do a thing with him in Scottish Squad and he pulled it.
Do you know what mine would
Scotty
be?
man went to Palomar for speeding, going to play darts. He was going to play Phil
Aye.
Powell's. Is it Phil
Phil the
Powell's?
Power Taylor.
Aye, and he pulled it, man.
Phil Powell's is that hypnotist, as you know?
So he is, aye.
That's Peter Powell's.
Peter Powell's, aye.
Mine would be I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
That's be great. No, do you know what I'd use? I would use another Madonna song. I'd use La Isla Bonita.
Oh, that's my favourite Madonna song.
I love that song. La Isla Bonita.
And when the
Henry
rain don't
Singleton.
shine.
Do you know whose favourite song that was or not?
Yeah.
Nadia that won Big Brother in 2005.
Oh, I hate that
Because they
song.
played that song
I
the
hate
night
that
before the
song.
final.
I hate that song now.
How do you know that?
I remember watching it and it was like everybody got a wee treat and they would play their favourite
Wonder what
song.
the old Nadia's doing with herself these
Yeah.
days.
Go on and Google Nadia for Big
Find
Brother.
out what Nadia's doing with herself.
She was before her time.
By the way,
Could you imagine? Oh man. No, but could you imagine like coming out to if I, and then the whole crowd just going and I.
aye, that would be brilliant. Cause see something different like that is tremendous. I remember who was it that came out to all night long would be brilliant. I think
That's one of my karaoke tunes, mate.
I bet you could be good at that.
I'm good at that one. That's one of the ones that I can sing.
Right, so we're not looking up Nadia what she's up to now. No,
Hairstylist.
she's a hairstylist.
Good for Nadia.
So, second question from Darren Monroe. A pet peeve from each of you.
Right, my pet peeve is folk that try more than one card at an ATM when you're standing waiting to get money.
No, I don't. I've got time for folk like that. That's no fair. You can't do that.
Mate, in this day and age when you've got internet banking and all that.
I bet the audience don't know how to do internet banking.
Well, stand aside and let the young folk go through first.
What you? No, I don't agree with that.
That annoys me. In fact, standing in any sort of queue where folk are faffing about.
I don't like when folk go at the self checkout, right, and they go, I don't know what I've done. I don't know. See, when it goes beep beep and it asks for, and you go, no, well, you know what you've done. You've leaned into it or something like that. I don't know what I've done.
I see, but because like, old folk don't know how to work the self-service, so I've not got any bother with that. That doesn't. See, see, Graham.
I've not seen it's old folk.
See,
or when you go to see when you go.
I'm not saying it's old folk either, mate.
I know. I also hate when you go to security at the airport and folks start going, well, I have to take my jumper off, I have to take my belt off.
Nah, you never
Come
been on
on,
holiday
man.
before.
Aye,
Absolute
that does me
throbber.
nothing. That does me nothing.
Aye, see what I mean? Just any sort of queue where folk are faffing about.
Aye.
Just go, do what you have to do, and fuck off.
Okay. Favourite conspiracy theory from Shelby?
We've spoke about this before, haven't we?
What you got to say, 9/11?
Mine now is red shoes.
What's that again?
Right, if you don't know what
Bear in mind, we're doing a red shoe.
I know. I'm not talking about anything. I'm not talking about it. If you want to know what it is, look it up. It's fucking horrifying.
Oh Jesus, is that one of these Wayne's are for sale on a cupboard website or that? Is that what it is?
That's one of the ones, aye.
God's
That's my
sake.
favourite one, you know. I not remember that. Wayfair or something like that.
Aye, Wayfair.
Aye, but that's mine, you know. What's yours?
God, I'm trying to fucking think. Conspiracy theories.
Moon landing.
I mean, that's shite. It definitely must have happened, no? Chris Benoit. What's the conspiracy theory?
You ever seen the Denver airport?
Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan.
All right,
Markle.
no.
The Denver airport.
What one's that?
Conspiracy.
No, what's that?
Never seen that? No. Look that up.
Is that another one?
I don't know, but I suppose what's very, very interesting is that MH13 flight, whatever happened to that?
The one that just
come on.
disappeared?
I just think to myself, especially even 10 years ago, we can find our iPhones, but we can't find exactly where a plane went down.
Right.
It blows my mind as well that they say that they were passed out, and it freaks me out to think, like, because of the satellites, they lost signal, but actually if you watch where they went, it went about 10 hours the other way. That freaks me out. Do you know Hank?
I agree with you, but I think it's aliens.
I don't know about that, but sure somebody there was stuff like they were getting phone calls for the phones, like just a week after it happened, and they never got to it in time, and then when they went to phone it back, as if they'd landed in an island, lost.
Have you ever seen there's a programme called Manifest, or the Manifesto or something like that, right?
It's Manifest.
Is it? And basically they go onto a plane, and when they land, it's like 8 years in the future,
Oh, that sounds right. I must
and
do.
they've passed through like a time zone kind of thing, like
Aye.
know what I mean? A wee timey,
Aye.
a wee timey Z,
A black hole.
aye, something like that.
What's that on?
It's
I think you can get it on Netflix, I think.
aye, and it's when they land, like all their family are there, and all their family are pure 8 years older and everything. They're like, what the fuck's going on?
I
Kind of
love
thing.
things like that.
So, do you think that's what's happened?
You would watch about 2 episodes of that.
I'll tell you what, I've done well with Squid Games. I eventually got that rattled.
What
Did you
think?
watch the lot of it?
I was just raging at the end.
It's a
I was
cliffhanger.
because I thought there was 8 episodes to see when I went, all right, we'll go on to the next one. I went, what? Stop there. Did you watch it?
We already spoke about this, but the bit that they put into this season.
Too funny?
No, they seemed they kept voting
I know,
to
mate.
see if they were.
If they still wanted to play.
I'm like, every episode they were doing it, I'm just like,
Do you know what I never know what I didn't realise I know? That the guy was saying, I didn't know that was the master. Him that was being his pal. I didn't click on till after it.
You've been serious?
No, I was like, I goes, there's something about him.
See that guy that plays Thanos in it? He actually is.
The guy that kept taking all the eckies.
He actually is like does sing.
He was a good
Is he like in a K-pop thing or something?
Aye, something like that.
Is this
Did you
the
watch
one?
the first Squid Games?
Aye.
Mate, how you not got the second one?
Mate, I cannot fucking remember what happened in it at
Doesn't
all. I
matter.
can't mind.
You do, mate, it is annoying. I had to Google quite a few in the first episode, but then
I think I might just watch it all again, to be honest with you. But see, sometimes...
We've only got till June to wait to the next one, though.
Can you watch it? I don't like the dubbed talking, so can you just watch it with the subtitles rather
I
than...
watch it with the subtitles.
I don't watch it dubbed. I watch it subtitles.
I watch it hardcore and all, unless I'm falling asleep, and I can maybe just lie down at my side and then I can hear it. But see, if you go back, right, they change the words.
Aye.
So like when the Korean subtitles say there was a bit that said, "Oh, you're my best pal and I love you," and you watch it back and it does it say that? It goes, "You're a good pal and I think a lot of you." Do you know what I mean? Just wee daft things like that.
So maybe like the literal translation's different to what they're putting.
I don't know, but it was weird. It was
biffing you out, mate.
biffing me up.
Biffing you out.
I seen the main actor for Squid Games. He was trying,
Iron Brew.
and he liked it.
I did like
He
it.
liked it.
Have you tried the Iron Brew? I've tried it, and I
That
like
must be the number one thing that they do when folk in it.
it. Aye.
Try a Greg's Bridie.
Exactly. Like Greg's Bridie. Is that even a thing anymore? It used
Try
to be.
Marmite.
I know.
And it sorry seems shite.
Aye. So I'll just need to scratch that off my YouTube suggestions.
Who's true in it?
Stephen and Grado, try Uzbekistani sweeties.
No, that sounds good, but I would do that. I think that your YouTube channel sounds brilliant, but you just need to do it. But
Aye,
I think that's
I know.
horsing about.
You're right. I'm away to date now. Catch you later, trips.